Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today we would like to continue our Dhamma talk about Anapana meditation. In our last Dhamma talk, we discussed about Anapana meditation. To try counting breath. Today we will continue about Anapana meditation up to jhana concentration stage. You should try first to concentrate on the breath. When it is low, you should try to understand this is I'm breathing long breath. I'm breathing in long. When you breathe short, you should try to understand you breathe in short. When you breathe out long, you should try to understand I breathe out long. When you breathe out short, you should try to understand I breathe out short. When you are counting your breath, whether it is long or short, no problem. You should try to concentrate on the long breath or short breath. If you can concentrate well, it is not necessary to try counting breath. But if you cannot concentrate well, then you must try counting breath. There are two types of counting. In our last Dhamma talk, we discussed about natural counting. Breathing in, breathing out 1. Breathing in, breathing out 2. Up to 8. Today I want to discuss another way of counting. While counting breath, you should not pay attention to the number. You should also not pay attention to the touching point. You should pay attention only the breath on the touching point. If you can concentrate, it is good. But if you cannot concentrate, there is another way of counting. Great measures counting. Breathing in 1 1 1 1 1 1. Breathing out 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Breathing in 2 2 2 2 2 2. Breathing out 2 2 2 2 2. In this way, you should try counting breath up to 8. While counting, you should try to understand the breath. When it is long, you should try to understand the long breath. When it is short, you should try to understand the short breath. If you breathe in a long stretch of time, such type of breath is called long. If you breathe out a long stretch of time, such type of breath is called long. If you breathe in a short stretch of time, then such breath is called short. If you breathe out a short stretch of time, such type of breath is called short. Long and short means the duration of time. If you breathe slowly, such type of breath is called slow breath is called long breath. If you breathe quickly, that quick breath is also called short breath. But you should not try intentionally to make the breath long or short. Please allow your breath in a natural way. When you practice in this way, Anapanasati, if you can concentrate more than half hour or about 1 hour every sitting successfully for 3 days, then you can stop counting. When you stop counting, then you should try to concentrate on the breath. When it is long, you should try to understand long breath. When it is short, you should try to understand short breath. Number 1 is long breath. Number 2 is short breath. Now number 3. Savagaya Parisamvedi Asa Sisamiti Sekati. Savagaya Parisamvedi Pasa Sisamiti Sekati. When you breathe in, you should try to understand, experiencing the whole breath body. When you breathe out, you should try to understand or to experience the whole breath body. The whole breath body means from the beginning to the end. Where begins, where it ends. On the touching point only. If you fix your touching point on the upper lip, you should wait and see from the beginning to the end. When you are breathing in, you should try to understand the whole breath body from that point only. When you breathe out, you should try to understand the whole breath body from that touching point only. In the same way, if you focus on your nostril, you should try to understand the whole breath body from that nostril point. You should not move on your attention inside the nostril or outside upper lip. Around upper lip area only you should fix your touching point and you should try to understand the whole breath body. But when your concentration develops further, you may do not experience touching point, but you may feel only just breath. It is enough, no problem. Touching point is, we fix touching point not to follow inside and outside from the touching point. If you understand only just breath, it is better, no problem. It is not necessary to note, this is long, this is short, this is the beginning, this is the middle, and this is the end. If you want to note, then you should note simply. Breathing in, breathing out only. In other words, if you understand the whole breath body, continuously, it is enough. If you understand the whole breath body continuously, whether it is long or short, no problem. So in this case, you should combine 3 together. Long breath, short breath, and the whole breath body. When it is long, you should try to understand the whole breath body. When it is short, you should try to understand the whole breath body. If you practice in this way, when your concentration develops further, your breath will become very gentle, very fine, and very subtle. When the breath becomes subtle, it is very good. Very good means very soon nimitta will appear. When nimitta appears, you must concentrate on the nimitta. While you are concentrating on the nimitta, if your breath becomes gross, then sometimes you may pay attention to the nimitta. Sometimes you may pay attention to your breath. There will be 2 objects. If you concentrate on 2 objects, then slowly your concentration will diminish away. So because of this reason, if your breath becomes subtle, at that time, strong, powerful effort, mindfulness, and clear comprehension are necessary. If you emphasize with clear comprehension and mindfulness, then you may feel very, very subtle breath. If you can concentrate on that subtle breath, then slowly your concentration will develop further. If you can concentrate on that subtle breath body, on that subtle, the whole breath body, then it will be very good. This is the beginning stage of Pasambhaya, fourth stage. Fourth stage means Sabagaya Brisam Vedi Pasambhaya Gaya Sankhara Asa Sesa Midi Sekati Pasambhaya Gaya Sankhara Basa Sesa Midi Sekati. What is the meaning? You should try your breath formations to be subtler and subtler, finer and finer. Slowly, when your concentration develops up to fourth jhana stage, then that breath formations will completely stop. Up to that stage, you must practice. Fourth jhana is the end of samatha, anapana samatha meditation practice. When the breath becomes very, very subtle, at that time you should not try to make the breath more and more clear. Cross breath is dangerous for your concentration. In this case, you should also combine three together: long breath, the whole breath body, and subtle breath, or short breath, the whole breath body, and subtle breath. When it is long, you should try to understand the whole subtle breath body. When it is short, you should try to understand the whole short subtle breath body. In this case, continuous practice will be necessary. You must practice to know the breath, the whole breath body, while walking, while standing, while sitting, while lying down. In every bodily posture, you must concentrate on your breath object. If you practice continuously in this way, very soon your concentration will develop further. If you can concentrate on the whole long or short subtle breath body more than 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, then very soon nimitta or the light of wisdom may appear. What is nimitta? What is the light of wisdom? Every consciousness except but lingering consciousness and death consciousness, which arise depending on heart base, produce mind, produce materiality, Chaitanya, Rupa, Kalabas. One mind moment can produce uncountable mind, produce Kalabas, small particles. If you analyze each small particle, in each small particle there are 8 types of materiality, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, and nutritive essence. Among these 8 types, color is bright depending on your concentration. You have enough willpower. If you practice according to Buddha's teaching, this willpower can produce bright light. Your mind has no light, it is true, but can produce light. Such type of light is called the light of wisdom or the light of nimitta. Every concentrated mind is associated with wisdom faculty. When this wisdom faculty becomes powerful one, that wisdom faculty can produce kalabas. Uncountable mind produce kalabas. The color of these kalabas is bright, depending on the power of wisdom faculty. Because of this reason, this light is called the light of wisdom. What is the proximate cause for powerful wisdom faculty? The proximate cause of wisdom faculty is concentration. Concentration is the proximate cause to increase the power of wisdom faculty. When wisdom faculty became powerful one, it produces strong powerful light. Such type of light is called the light of wisdom. For some meditators, the light of wisdom appears first, but for some other meditators, nimitta appears first. What is the difference between the light of wisdom and nimitta? The light of wisdom is everywhere, surrounding in your body, surrounding in every direction surrounding your body. But nimitta appear only on the nostril or from the breath only. The higher of the power of wisdom, the brighter the light is. So it depends on the power of wisdom. The light of wisdom became powerful. Powerful means it spread very far away from your body. The light of wisdom is in every direction surrounding your body. But nimitta appears only from the nostril, especially when you are breathing in, breathing out. The breath coming out from your nostril, it becomes nimitta. For beginners, nimitta is your meditation object. The light of wisdom everywhere, in every direction surrounding your body is not your meditation object. Your meditation object is only nimitta or natural breath. So when the light of wisdom appears, you should not pay attention to the light of wisdom. When your concentration develops further, the light of wisdom will be everywhere, in every direction surrounding your body. But for beginners, they may see maybe this side or that side or that side or that side. In this way, they may see the light of wisdom partially only. This is for beginners only. But when your concentration develops further and becomes deeper and deeper, then the light of wisdom also will become stable. At that time, the light of wisdom is everywhere, in every direction surrounding your body. The light of wisdom is not your meditation object. When the light appears, if you focus on that light, very soon that light will disappear. Why? The light appears because of concentration on the breath object. If you change your object from the breath object to the light, then very soon light will disappear because concentration not yet stable. From one object to another object, if you change your concentration, slowly decrease. When your concentration decreases, then the light also will disappear. Because of this reason, when the light appears, you should not focus on the light. At that time, you must focus only the natural breath. When you focus on the natural breath, slowly breath coming up from the nostril will become nimitta. What is nimitta? Nimitta, the meaning of nimitta is the cause of concentration. Because of nimitta, if you can concentrate on the nimitta, your concentration develops further. Because of this reason, the nimitta is the cause of concentration. But because of concentration, also nimitta appear. So they are vice versa to each other. Concentration and nimitta. Because of concentration, nimitta appears. Because of nimitta, concentration also develops further. Because of this reason, sometimes they translate nimitta as sign of concentration. But for beginners, nimitta is not stable. Why? Their concentration is not yet enough to become mature. When their concentration becomes deeper and deeper and becomes mature, at that time only nimitta will become stable. For beginners, usually nimitta is grey smoking color. When nimitta appears from the nostril, at that time you should not switch on your attention to the nimitta very quickly. Why? If you focus on the nimitta very quickly, very soon nimitta will appear because concentration is not yet enough to maintain the nimitta. So because of this reason, when nimitta appears, you should focus on the natural breath only. You should wait and see the breath and nimitta becomes one. Breath is another, nimitta is another. Then you should not focus on the nimitta. When the breath and nimitta becomes together, or in other words, nimitta comes out from the nostril. Out breath is become nimitta. Then at that time nimitta and breath become one. At that time you can concentrate on the nimitta. When the nimitta and breath becomes one, at that time naturally mind stick to the nimitta. At that time you should concentrate to the nimitta. It is better. But intentionally, if you focus on the nimitta, sometimes nimitta may disappear. When your concentration is not yet enough to maintain the nimitta. So, because of this reason, you should not switch your attention on the nimitta very, very quickly. Please wait to focus on the nimitta. When mind automatically stick to the nimitta only, it is better. When you concentrate on the nimitta, there are some points you must take care. You should not focus on the color of nimitta. If you pay attention to the color of nimitta, when your perception change, color will be changing. Color also will be changed. So, if color is always changing, then slowly your concentration will decrease. Because of this reason, you should not pay attention to the color. Another one is, you should not pay attention to the shape or form of nimitta. If you pay attention shape or form of nimitta, when your perception change, then nimitta also will be changed. Sometimes it may be round, sometimes it may be long, sometimes it may be big, sometimes it may become small. So if nimitta is always changing, then concentration will decrease. Because of this reason, you should not pay attention to the form of nimitta. How you should pay attention? You should pay attention as breath or nimitta only. You should not pay attention to the characteristic. There are two types of characteristic. The characteristic of four elements and the characteristic of anicca, dukkha, anatta. While you are practicing anapana or while you are focusing on the nimitta, you should not pay attention to the four elements characteristic, such as hardness, roughness, heaviness, softness, smoothness, lightness, flowing, cohesion, heat and coldness, supporting and pushing. These are four elements characteristics. If you pay attention to these characteristics, your meditation will be four elements meditation, not anapana meditation. So, Kamatana meditation object will be changing. Because of this reason, you should not pay attention to the characteristic of four elements also. Especially when you are practicing anapana. From the touching point, you should not pay attention to any other object, especially in your body. If you pay attention in your body, you can clearly see the characteristic of four elements. If you are practicing four elements meditation, you can pay attention the characteristic of four elements. But if you want to practice anapana, you should not pay attention to the characteristic of four elements. Another important fact is you should not also contemplate the natural breath, in-breath, nature, out-breath, nature, etc. Or nimitta as nature, or dukkha, or anatta. If you contemplate the natural breath as nature, dukkha, anatta, the contemplation of nature, dukkha, anatta is vipassana insight. Natural breath is not the object of vipassana insight. If you can discern four elements in your natural breath, then when your concentration develops further, then you can see small particles. If you analyze these small particles, in each small particle there are 9 types of materiality, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, and breathing sound. So these 9 types of materiality are ultimate materiality. These ultimate materiality are the object of vipassana insight. You can contemplate them as nature, dukkha, anatta, because as soon as they arise, they pass away very, very quickly. So they are nature. They are always oppressed by rising and passing away, so they are dukkha, suffering. There is no permanent entity, permanent substance. So they are anatta, non-self, no atta. But without seeing ultimate materiality, if you contemplate natural breath as nature, dukkha, anatta, this is not real vipassana. This is only just superficial. So you should not contemplate the natural breath as nature, dukkha, anatta also. When you are concentrating on the nimitta, you should not too much emphasize on the nimitta. If you emphasize too much on the nimitta, then you may see small particles, kalabas. If you see kalabas, these are not your meditation object. At that time, if you want to practice anapana up to jhana stage, then please relax your mind. slowly small particles will disappear in the nimitta as a compactness. You will see nimitta as a compactness. At that time, please focus on the nimitta as nimitta or as breath. When you are focusing on the natural breath or nimitta, 3 important factors must be present in your mind. Number 1 is chanda, zeal. Strong, powerful desire to concentrate on the nimitta is very important. If your desire to concentrate on the nimitta becomes less, then nimitta will disappear. So, at that time, strong, powerful desire or zeal is necessary. Number 2 is piti, rapture. When you are concentrating on the nimitta, you must concentrate on the nimitta with rapturous mind. If there is no rapturous mind, then laziness will overwhelm to your mind. When laziness overwhelms to your mind, then your concentration will decrease and nimitta also will disappear. So, because of this reason, rapturous mind is also important. Number 3 is sukha, happiness, happy feeling. When you are concentrated on the nimitta, that happiness also must be present. If you have no happy feeling, then concentration also will be dull. Dull means concentration cannot develop further. But if you concentrate on the nimitta with happy feeling, then concentration will improve slowly. When your concentration improves, then slowly nimitta also will become increase. Increase means from the grey smoking color to white color. Grey smoking color nimitta is called parikamba nimitta, preliminary sign. White color nimitta like cotton wool is called ogaha nimitta, learning sign. There may be different colors of nimitta depending on perception of meditator. If meditator's perception change, the color of nimitta also may change. But because of this reason, you should not emphasize color, you should pay attention as nimitta only. While you are concentrating on the white color nimitta, when your concentration develops further, then slowly nimitta will become transparent body, like morning star. That transparent nimitta is called Patibhaga nimitta, counterpart sign. The Patibhaga nimitta, counterpart sign is the object of excess concentration, upachara samadhi, as well as the object of jhana concentration, absorption concentration. What is the difference between excess concentration and jhana absorption concentration? At the moment of excess concentration stage, frequently Bhuenga mind moment appears, falls down. But in excess, absorption concentration stage, there are no Bhuenga mind states. Why? Because in excess concentration stage, 5 jhana factors are not so strong enough to maintain concentration for a long time. But in absorption concentration stage, 5 jhana factors become powerful. Because of this reason, strong powerful jhana factors can maintain absorption concentration for a long time. Because of this reason, when meditator reach absorption concentration stage, he can maintain his jhana concentration more than 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, etc. But at the excess concentration stage, because of Bhuenga mind state, then he cannot maintain his concentration for a long time. What are 5 jhana factors? Vidaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekaggata. Vidaka is initial application of the mind to the Anapana Patibhaga Nimitta object. Vichara is the sustained application of the mind to the Anapana Patibhaga Nimitta object. Piti is rapture on the Anapana Patibhaga Nimitta object. Sukha is happy feeling of Anapana Patibhaga Nimitta object. Ekaggata is one-pointedness on the Anapana Patibhaga Nimitta object. While you are concentrating on the Anapana Patibhaga Nimitta counterpart side, you should try full absorption concentration many times. You should enter into jhana frequently for a long time. You should not reflect jhana factors frequently. If you reflect jhana factors frequently, jhana factors will become gross. When jhana factors become gross, your concentration will decrease. So, because of this reason, beginners must be enter into jhana many times. Reflecting jhana factor must be less. In this way, Visuddhimagga, the path of purifications, gave instruction. Therefore, you should try to concentrate on the Anapana Patibhaga Nimitta. You should enter jhana absorption at least successfully for 3 days. In each sitting, you should try your full absorption concentration at least 2 or 3 hours. After that only you should reflect jhana factors. How you should reflect jhana factors, we will discuss next time. If there is any question, then you can ask.
Sayadaw, when we practice this, must our sila must be perfect, and our defilements must be clear?
Totally is not easy. Maybe there are noble eightfold paths. Among noble eightfold paths, Samavacha, right speech, Samagamanta, right action, Samaajiva, right livelihood. These 3 factors are the training of morality. So, if you can accept noble eightfold path leading to the cessation of suffering, then you must try to purify your virtue. How long? While you are practicing meditation, at least you must try to purify your virtue. While you are practicing Anapana, 5 hindrances are the enemy. If you can remove 5 hindrances, then your concentration will develop. one or two or many of hindrances are visiting to your mind, then your concentration will decrease. But totally to destroy defilements is if you attain a hard stage, at that time only it is possible. But now in this stage, if you can remove temporarily, it is okay.
This question is if we practice metta bhavana very well, will we also have light? Nimitta. Metta bhavana. If we practice metta bhavana very well, will we have light?
Not real nimitta, as if nimitta only. Meaning is, number one, there are 4 types of persons. Number one is atta, to yourself. Number 2 is piya, dear ones. Number 3 is michata, neutral ones. Number 4 is weary, enemies or hatred persons. You must send metta these 4 types of persons gradually up to that jhana stage. If you send metta to yourself, you cannot attain jhana. But the other 3 types of persons, dear ones, neutral ones, and enemies or hatred ones. If you send metta to these 3 types of persons, you should try always to attain up to that jhana. If you practice in this way again, one day when your metta bhavana become powerful, then these 4 types of persons, to yourself, dear ones, neutral ones, and hatred ones, will become equal. If they become equal, and this equality is called as if nimitta only, not real nimitta. Why? In this case, nimitta means the cause of powerful metta only. What is the powerful metta? If you can send metta to the all individuals, all beings, up to infinite universe, and if you attain up to that jhana stage, such type of metta is powerful. Such type of metta can produce to be reborn in Brahmava. So, the previous nimitta, as if nimitta means, if you send metta to yourself, dear ones, neutral ones, and enemies equally, that equivalent, we call this is breaking boundary, breaking barrier. That breaking boundary or barrier of metta is called for higher powerful metta, supporting cause. Because of this reason, this is also called nimitta. In this case, nimitta means the cause of higher powerful metta.
Good evening, Bante. When we see the nimitta is bright, spinning right in front of you, I cannot seem to concentrate on my breath. When my eyes started to flicker, how should I solve this problem? Thank you. You can't concentrate on the breath, and the eye also started to flicker.
You should not pay attention to your eye. Please forget eye. If you focus on the natural breath with your eye, before nimitta is coming, this habit produces such problem. So because of this reason, when you are practicing anapana, please forget your eye. You should focus on your natural breath by mentally only. If you focus with your eye to the natural breath with closed eye, then this habit will produce such problems. Another is nimitta is another, the breath is the light of wisdom is another. If the light of wisdom is appear a little bit far away from your nostril or upper lip, at that time if you focus on the light, then that light is not your meditation object. But for some meditators, they say they cannot focus on the breath object at that time. It is impossible. Your mind has power. mental power. Your mental power can choose every object. For example, when you are practicing vipassana, sometimes you contemplate ultimate materiality as nature, sometimes dukkha, sometimes anatta. You can change. Sometimes you contemplate mentality, ultimate mentality, sometimes nature, sometimes dukkha, sometimes anatta. You can change. It is impossible not to change. You cannot change, it is impossible. So your mind have power. You should use your willpower in this case. If you give up, I cannot concentrate. If you give up in this way, your concentration cannot develop further. I will try. Buddha teach in this way. If you have enough confidence to the Buddha's teaching, then you should focus. It is possible. Without impossible, if it is impossible, Buddha will never teach. So you should have enough confidence in the Buddha's teaching.
Next question. When he meditates, he sees light. He in front of him, although his eyes are closed, he sees full white light. But the light is not at the nostril. It's only just covering the whole area in front of him. Is that nimitta or light of wisdom?
The light of wisdom only, not nimitta. Nimitta is coming out from the nostril. Especially out-breath is become nimitta. The light of wisdom is everywhere, in every direction surrounding your body. So here, a little bit far away, this is light of wisdom. What is the light of wisdom? Your concentrated mind can produce materiality. Among this materiality, there are 8 types of, each klapa there are 8 types of materiality. Among these 8 types, there is fire element, tejo. That tejo is called temperature, udu. That temperature can produce new klapas, new generations successfully for a long time. If you analyze these klapas, in each klapa there are also 8 types of materiality. Among these 8 types, there is also kala. That kala also bright depending on your concentration. When your concentration becomes powerful, the wisdom faculty which is associated with that concentration also becomes powerful. When concentration and wisdom faculty become power, then that wisdom faculty can produce strong powerful light. But this temperature produced kalapas light is not only internally but also externally. Because of this reason, if you see a little bit far away from your face, one type of kala, that kala is temperature produced materiality only. The kala of temperature produce materiality. This is the light of wisdom only, not the nimitta.
Is there a possibility when an intense uplifting piti occurs before even a sign or nimitta comes? If the uplifting piti is so strong, it will distract breathing concentration. Then how can we further develop concentration towards nimitta before the nimitta appears? Is it possible to have a very intense piti, very strong piti?
Possible.
And if the piti is so strong that it distracts the concentration, that means he cannot concentrate well on the breath, then how should he continue to further develop concentration so that he can have a nimitta?
According to Buddha's teaching, at that time you must practice the enlightenment pattern of investigation. This is vipassana. But now you are practicing only samatha, you cannot practice vipassana. So because of this reason, you cannot directly contemplate this piti as nature, dukkha, anatta. But By imagination or by superficially, you can contemplate this piti also as nature dukkha anatta. Then slowly, this piti will decrease. But the way is, other than you should neglect your piti. You should emphasize only passaddhi, samadhi, upekkha. Passaddhi is tranquility of mind and mental body. Samadhi is concentration on your meditation object, such as anapana or breath. Upekkha is equanimous mind to your object only. If you can increase these three types of enlightenment factor, passaddhi, samadhi, upekkha, then piti will decrease.
He would like to ask the Sayadaw to repeat the second task of counting.
Breathing in. While you are breathing in, please try 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 up to the end, from the beginning to the end. Then breathing out 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 up to the end. And this way you should try to count. This way of counting is called great measurers counting. While the farmers are measuring their grain with a basket, they put to pull their basket. At that time they count 1, 1, 1 up to full stage, also 1. Then they pour out. At that time also not yet finished, they count 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 only. When finished, they stop. Then again 2, another 2, 2, 2, 2, in this way count. And then pour out. When finished, they stop 2. In this way up to 8 you must count. This is called great measurers counting.
Just now the Sayadaw says that when we meditate, we should meditate in all body posture. So during sitting, standing, walking, or lying down, we must pay attention to a meditation object. Then he says when we sit, we know how to meditate, but in other body posture, how to meditate.
Maybe say, please focus on the breath object only. In the same way.
He says when we eat or we do other things like walking, when we do other activities, we should be mindful of our activity as well. So when we eat, we should be mindful of eating. And so there are two things. One, we have to be mindful of eating or doing other activities, and the other thing is we have to concentrate on the breath. We have two objects. How should we do?
Maybe this is our teaching is not our teaching. Not Buddha's teaching. Buddha's teaching is there are four types of sambhajana we had explained here last Dhamma talk. The most important thing is now you are practicing samatha. This is the Gochara sambhajana, clear comprehension of result. When you are practicing Gochara sambhajana or samatha meditation practice, in every bodily posture you must contemplate or you must pay attention to your samatha meditation object, such as anapana only. This is mentioned in our Mahasatipatthana Sutta commentary, etc.
Thank you.
Okay, sharing merit. Idame Bonya Aswakaya Wahan Hodu Idame Bonya Nibbana Sa Pachayo Hodu Idame Bonya Sabha Sadhana Pajima Desabe Mesama Punya Bhaga Labandu Sa